Culture Club.
Austin. Sciatica. My back hurts.
We're trying to get through season 2.
No, this is season 14.
Episode.
Episode
6.
Not named. No. We're on episode like 4 or something.
Episode 4. All right. Sounds good. We got a full house today here at the studio.
Yes, we do.
We got Sam on the 1s and 2s holding it down.
What's up, Sam?
NIX. There's a couple periods somewhere in there. Adam's here holding it down.
Hey,
production.
What up?
And of course, super producer Julian's back from his hiatus in beautiful San Antonio.
I've been working a ton.
Yeah, beautiful downtown Henry B. Gonzalez.
Venice of Texas.
Yeah. Ooh, the Venice of Texas. That's a nice
dude, have you seen those views?
I call it the New York City. If you that's a Mexican New York City. You make it there, you can make it anywhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
Today our guest is Tim. I don't know your last name. I'm so sorry.
Shemroske.
Welcome to the Culture Club.
Thanks for having me.
As I know, you are pressing records. Is this what I'm hearing?
Yeah, I guess most people would think of it as pressing, but we're cutting masters.
Cutting vinyls.
Well, I guess we'll probably get into detail about that later. About the explanation.
Yeah, no doubt. I guess I don't know enough about the pressing of records.
Oh, it's it's either big pressing plants that press.
Yeah, I've seen those like weird videos. You see.
We're trying to do that DIY.
Yeah, I get DIY. That. I'm all about start it up yourself. Get it going. You know what I mean?
Right, and Julian and Adam are now getting into it.
Hey,
and I'm on the podcast.
Local, we do local stuff here.
Yes, sir.
Big surprise reveal.
Oh yeah, that's what we're here for.
We're going to talk a little bit about some current events that are going on, and
Topics.
I don't know why I cannot stop thinking about this, but Shia LaBeouf, I can't stop thinking about him.
LaBeouf.
Like
he terrorized all of the Big Easy.
I don't even understand. He got in a big fight.
Did you see the video?
Mugging. Yeah,
this video. Oh,
I
man.
think it's funny, but it's like.
It's a cry for help.
No, I mean, he's like, I've read about the stories when he goes in the bar. Like, he's like a cocky person. Like, he's not just like a nonchalant, just drunk.
He's insane.
Like, he's
like
gets up in your face. Lessons like, I'm sure I
was there.
Like, don't you know who I am? It's not like he's just like some nonchalant dude.
We were on drunk. 36th at, this is a long time ago. We were at South by Southwest, I guess maybe 15 years ago.
Oh, okay.
When he got arrested in the daytime.
Yeah.
And like, we were actually at, across the street from the bar he was at getting arrested. Everybody went out in the street because he was getting arrested. He was yelling and stuff. He had his hands hanging.
Cops chased him down.
It was a big deal. Yeah. So it was like causing a scene, and like it was like 3:30 in the afternoon. It was
God,
right.
Yeah.
What time did he start? Dude?
Well, I guess that girl bailed him out, and he went back down to Bourbon Street and kept on partying.
Really?
Yeah. So that was
That's Bourbon Street though. They're talking about now, not Austin.
But this time he got arrested.
Really? Wait. So he got arrested, then let go, and then he went back.
Yeah, they bailed him out. He went back downtown and started hanging down, taking pictures again, and whatever.
In 6th Street or
right now, Mardi Gras craziness.
I just love how the video where I don't know if it was the initial start of the argument, but it was like him with his arms tucked in his shirt, and he was like yelling at this dude, and the guy was like, "Why are you getting so mad? Why are you getting so mad?" Then he gets him in his face and headbutts him.
Headbutted him?
He headbutted
it is so
stupid.
stupid.
I gotta watch that video.
I can't. I'm sorry, but I'm obsessed with him. Like, I don't know if I love him or hate him. He's like the worst.
You love him.
This is all from his PTSD trauma of working on holes and that whole experience. He talked about it I think last year at the end of the year.
No way.
About how
really?
hellish it was. He was like, dude, we couldn't even sit in the hole for more than 5 minutes, or it'd be child abuse on a set or something.
Yeah.
So they had
how'd that give him PTSD?
He did
oh my
God. He said it was the worst. Whatever.
Go up and down the ladder.
So he did this thing where he watched every one of his movies in a theater, and you could pay and sit in the theater with him and watch all of his movies in LA.
That's funny.
It was I think it was 24 hours or 48. I don't even know how long it was. So he just he sat there and watched all his movies, and people paid and sat in the theater, and we watched one movie with him and had to leave, and he was just like.
Yeah, and you can't talk in the movie theater. So
Is this such a?
He's like no Q&A after either.
The insanity of him is just I don't know if I just can't. I'm I just stare at it like the train wreck of life. And of course, all of it's recorded, and it's like the whole world knows.
Nowadays,
I mean,
celebrity.
it is the world we
getting
live
out of
in.
hand on a
Not
phone.
even-
It's embarrassing.
I mean,
seems like it
regular
kind of is,
6th
like,
Street,
trying to
everyone's
set it
just
up for
waiting for
that.
fights.
I know.
to break.
I don't like that.
Have you
man.
seen those
I-
those 6th Street videos?
Oh,
Where-
yeah,
yeah,
it's
dude.
wild.
But
There
there's
was one
worse too, because
recently.
sometimes they're just like we're just down here looking for a fight kind of mentality, filming
Yeah.
you or
I
something
mean,
stupid.
I had
Yeah,
my
they just harass
belligerent
people.
times when I was younger, and I'm so
Yeah.
glad no one.
like I get it, yeah. I'm not saying it's
TikTok
wrong
or
or right,
Instagram
yeah,
wasn't
but
that
it's like
Camera to your face.
The whole
Yeah.
time.
The world star right there. There was a video on 6th Street. I don't know if this happened like last week or some shit, but there's a reel that says like when you go instant GTA 5 stars, and it's like a guy. He rushes up to a dude and like they exchange some words, and then he punches him just like once, and then he like doesn't even go to the ground. He just walks away, and then
the car hits
there's
him.
an instant like cop lights that light up right after he hits him, and then he turns around. And he's like, and then he gets on the ground.
Oh yeah, because the guy called him a derogatory term.
Oh,
He
is that
should-
what it
should
was?
have hit him in the. He,
Yeah.
All right,
he
well-
deserved to be hit in the face.
Well, there's like so
Good,
many
good.
of these videos, and it's all like race baiting and like women hating. It's just like, y'all
Yeah.
just can we just stop?
Why don't y'all just
no.
stop going to
36.
six?
I'm not even gonna get started on
Street is
36.
the
oh,
Wild
those
West,
prankers
man.
that go around and like piss people
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
and
There's
they're-
like,
that's
there's
it.
like
Then they
camera
have, like,
crews
someone-
going down there to starting shit, you know.
Yeah,
and
no,
like,
it's just. I don't know.
I don't know, man. It's whatever.
for the
And I-
Free
views.
for all.
Well, I'm glad that Shy got out. He got bailed out. He didn't get rearrested.
He went back down.
That
and
would have been
started
funny if
drinking
he
again.
like went back down in his sins
God.
and
Yeah,
he was
why
like
not?
got in a fight with the
Why
dude.
He's like the
He
worst.
was like, "Oh, someone will bail me out. I'm Shia LaBeouf."
Yeah, why
So
not?
he went back down there and he. I don't know, man. I guess his wife left him.
Shia?
Yeah.
That
Damn.
night or before?
right.
Like in general?
I don't know exactly when, but that's the
See,
it's
dude,
being reported. Mia Goth left him
when
after
he's
9
fat.
years of
Oh,
marriage.
damn.
So like,
Man,
He's
he's
crazy
a
as
sad
fuck,
boy,
so that's
man.
when
Like,
he's
I don't know.
sad boy.
Now I finally, now I get
I
it,
mean,
man. I
yeah.
totally get it. Leave poor Shia alone, dude. He's
oh,
going
now you go,
through
now
it.
you just shift
Hey,
the
man,
gears.
I get
You're
how
like,
it is
"Yeah, fuck
when you
that
go
dude.
through-"
Fuck that. Oh, man, I love that motherfucker. He's wild.
Hey, I would definitely back him up on like any movie he's been in. Like, I even like Transformers, dude. Like,
Whoa,
I think Transformers is a good
yeah.
franchise for him, dude.
Be cool, Bumblebee. We down with you.
Yeah, some people hate those movies, but I'm
No, I
like,
like
man,
it.
They're
that
hard
was-
to watch.
It was.
It's
like
like looking
Transformers.
like one of those magic eyes for me. I'm like, what the
All right.
heck is going on? So
no.
much action.
I feel like the first one was, was all right, whatever. The second one,
a little.
but the third one, man, it was just too much like,
Yeah,
just too much like this, like
Movement, yeah.
nothing is focused on. You're just like, I
Right.
can't watch
There's like a CGI
2
shot with,
hours
like, a
of me
worm.
just like watching metals moving around. Like,
Yeah,
I-
destroying a city. There's like a worm that's like going through a building.
yeah.
and,
I was just confused, And then I'm also like,
I was also like, I don't remember the Decepticons being so like crazy and like oh, an earth-eating worm. It's like what?
I'm
What
like
Decepticon
Meemaw.
was
I'm like-
that?
and then it's a car
Nemo,
base.
what is that?
Yeah, but it's all car based or something.
All right.
I mean, it makes
Yeah, it
sense.
was a
Like
weird-
they got Decepticons that turn into like fighter jets or something. But like that, I'm like, one's just like literally the Death Star.
Like I'm already like saying the science works, and then I'm already saying the math works, and then I got
I don't
the
think
Allspark confuses the shit out of me. It was just too
Well,
much.
the
man.
Allspark's basically like Tesseract type, for Marvel. Like, that makes sense.
That makes sense. Oh man, I'm getting what I'm talking about. I'm getting emotional here.
Anyway, man, next topic.
So supposedly they're gonna do a Transformers GI Joe movie.
What?
No way, dude. Wait,
That's
but-
the
how are they
word
gonna
on
pull
the
that
street.
That's
All
cool,
right.
but
They do
maybe
a hint.
Shia.
If you watch the hint in the GI Joe, there's a secret scene where like a Transformers in it or something.
How
maybe
big are
they
the
bring
GI
Shia
Joes
back?
compared to the
They're gonna be
Transformers?
like little dudes. They're gonna be like.
I
"Hey, what's
think
up,
the
man?"
G.I.
Oh, so it's gonna be like a
movies
Toy
are, like,
Story type
significantly
Transformers?
bad.
I'm hoping for like Storm Shadow.
Storm
Oh,
Shadow,
that'd be
Cobra
cool.
Kai,
Yeah.
all of
Storm
them.
Shadow and Bumblebee team up.
He's driving Bumblebee in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like an EV Bumblebee, so it's like all electric, no
Yeah.
gasoline, so you
Right.
can't hear him coming. It'd be like,
Can't wait
Tesla's
to
gonna
see
be
the
in the
previews.
movies.
oh, it's gonna be a nightmare. Can't wait to.
Yeah.
The math ain't gonna math. The science isn't gonna science. And then the Allspark is still confusing as fuck. That's all I want to say.
What about a Tesla Transformer?
I don't know if we could do a Tesla Transformer because America hates Tesla. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna kill your. You got to make it like a Chevy or like a GTO.
He'd be
or
like the
something
bad
like-
guy. He'd be like bad guy.
American
American
muscle.
The
Muscle.
Tesla would
yeah,
be the-
learn from
the
the
bad
Fast
guy
and the Furious.
Transformer.
Yeah, the bad guy Transformer for sure. It's him in like Soundwave or whatever the fuck.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
All right. All right. My next topic is, of course, James Tallarico
Oh yeah.
went on the Colbert Show.
Woo.
The Colbert Show said this episode would not be aired, so they released it on YouTube.
Yeah.
CBS said they would have aired it. I forgot what their reasoning was.
Conspiracies.
And now other people are saying that maybe they just did this because they wanted Tallarico to get more press. But he did get $2.5 million in one day and over, I don't know how many fucking views on YouTube of that video. It's on everything. It's on every social media. You can see a clip
for sure.
of it.
I mean, it was a huge.
And I love Tallarico. I'm not saying anything bad about him. I'm probably...
Well, you got bad things to say about Tallarico?
Well, I feel like...
Our boy isn't our boy Jake on that? On his
I follow this girl named from the Valley, and she's affecting my politics, man.
The Valley, the Rio Grande? Or
Yeah.
You're like, not Cali, right?
No, she's claiming that Tallarico's hired like a PR staff that's more like Hollywood, while Crockett's just keeping it local, and that Crockett's is trying to
where's Crockett at? Like in numbers wise, like against Tallarico?
I don't know.
Well,
I feel like they're neck and neck right now. That's why this whole the Tallarico thing happened. So people were saying this is like a national media to sway the vote to Tallarico.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I mean, like,
but that's the conspiracy. This is the.
I don't even know who that is.
So James Tallarico is
he got famous.
The Dem candidate for Senate, right?
So James Corwin's an old man, and we're trying to strike. The Democrats of Texas trying to strike. Mm-hmm. But Crockett decided to run for senator, and she's like in the House of Representatives right now. She's great. We love her. She's feisty. She's always attacking, progressive. We love it. Mm-hmm. Tallarico's in the Texas House, and he got famous recently when they were trying to pass the 10 Commandments in classrooms.
Oh, I thought it was the furry bill.
Okay,
so that was another one.
He also got famous for like going against.
Basically, he was just telling these idiots
bill.
like the furry bill is stupid.
Like furry, as in like the fetish.
Furry.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
what was the bill against
the Republicans were saying that kids wanted like a kitty litter at school or some bullshit.
So like because there's a furries in schools that the school was providing litter boxes for the kids.
Tallarico was like, that's a fake story. That's not fucking happening.
Which is funny because when I heard about that, I was like, man, I actually went to school with at least 8 to 10 girls that literally would like act like cats and would go like meow and like lick their hands and shit in the. Like before you would go to class in the morning.
Where are they now?
Man, they're
doing
big
great
tech.
probably. Yeah. But so Tallarico got famous because he was like, "This is stupid. This is a fake story. Y'all are just trying to like." Because I don't know, whatever politics.
Just trying to make the other side look dumb.
Yeah, they're just trying to be. They're just being just stupid, kind of like. Oh,
well, even Stephen Colbert was like he didn't like.
And then
go
the 10
against
Commandment
them.
thing happened also, and then he was like real big on that one, where he was like asking the Republicans what the 10 Commandments were, if they could even name them. None of them knew because they're just too busy on coke and fucking
because he's like a big Christian and he was
he is,
like
but he understood it all. He knew. He could spit Bible verse back at them because they're trying to be all biblical.
No, yeah, I think a lot of the Republican.
They try to do that whole.
I mean, it's ironic. I mean, it's something to talk about.
That's his strength is that he grew up in the church, so he knows how to.
And that's like the worst. That's like one of the worst things you could do is like a Christian is be blasphemy.
Yeah,
and that's exactly what they're doing. Like Trump's saying he's a Christian and he's like the total opposite of one.
Right.
We're the kind of we love Jesus that hates poor people and the weak.
Yeah, it's crazy
and the unhomed and the
I'm more of a
the elderly. And I'm like, God damn.
I'm like a middle shooter in politics, but like seeing like both, like see dumb parts on both ends, but like that religious aspect where like they're trying to keep like the whole goal is to keep America Christian and they're like the opposites of
but these mega churches they push the same
the title.
The mega churches push that Republican bullshit because they don't want to ever be taxed and they make a lot of money. These mega churches are raking millions.
Have you ever been to one?
No, I haven't.
It's insane. I went to one in Illinois and we met a couple of the band dudes in it, and like they weren't really like
they're just it's a gig.
They're like, dude, we get paid a lot.
No, it's a gig. Yeah, it's a gig. You know, it's like
and all the girls like them and stuff too. They're like rock stars like every Sunday. It's like insane. There's like they have a crowd of
guitar
like 30,000.
They're like getting signatures on
the righteous gemstones.
What's that mega church in Round Rock?
I forgot.
By Joel Osteen.
I used to go to my family. They still go to Lake Hills Church over on the west side of town. underground, which I don't know. They're not like mega church crazy, but like they have all the big production stuff for a church. And like when I was a kid, I would do video.
Westlake Boys out there doing Lake Hills Boys. This is BKs. We were doing the Westlake thing. Out there, him and the guy that's.
They did get a lot of that's why they were able to grow so big. Like when I was younger and we're going there, they went from one big building to like they built like 3 separate buildings for like side.
We're gonna send the church choir to Epstein's Island for a fucking 10-day vacation. It's gonna be all right. You know how we do it.
We had a celebrity that went to our church. Yeah, I watched it. I think I talked about this on the show, but I watched the Undertaker get baptized. He goes to Lake Hills.
What kind of church was it?
It was a non-denominational church. So it's like, I mean, it's just like non-denominational.
Does that mean like you can be like Lutheran or Pentecostal?
Anybody in there.
They don't.
I'm down with the Undertaker. I respect that.
Yeah, no, dude.
Did he get in a bathtub? How did they baptize him?
He got in the bathtub and the water rose so much it like.
I'm about to say, man.
And he had a bunch of his other wrestling homies like in the crowd. There's like front row was like
Stone Cold.
A bunch of like big massive dudes. Like I was like, man, I can't.
Was Paul Bear there?
I don't know.
Oh, he passed away. I'm sorry. R.I.P. Paul Bear. Apologize.
Yeah, I don't remember. I mean, this was also like pre-2015. So, like it was maybe like 2011, 2013 or something.
Did you ever see that Daniel Johnson? So this dude did an interview recently on KUTX, right? Talking about Daniel Johnson.
Daniel Johnson, yeah.
Yeah, they were like, I feel like he did a lot of his goals. He wrote music. He reached audiences. He was never as big as the Beatles. But he never won that girl's heart over, and she ended up marrying the Undertaker.
Oh wow!
I was like, what?
They're like opposite people.
What the fuck?
I never heard.
But
that
that's
story.
like I don't even know if it's true. Like this guy who's like a Daniel Johnson historian was talking about it, and he was like because he wrote all those songs for that girl. I guess I don't even know. I've heard about her from like the documentary and stuff.
Yeah.
And I guess she was. Later in life, married the Undertaker.
I didn't know they were they as Daniel Johnson and the Undertaker on the same age? Isn't
the
Undertaker
I know, right?
I don't know.
I feel like he's a little older, but I mean, I guess
Daniel Johnson was from back then, but
I mean, he was like old and
what a wild choice. And
he was like a teenager in the late '80s, right? Daniel
Yeah.
Johnson, kind of like 1920. I have no clue.
What?
I went up there.
He's dead. He passed away. I don't know. I gotta get the math out. I gotta get the Bible out. I gotta get maybe the Beatles' White Album out. I don't know. I got some work to do. You know what I mean? That's like some.
So
he says it in this interview. I promise. He was like, "Yeah," and
let's get her on.
He wanted to marry the Undertaker's wife, and I was like, "What?"
That's wild.
She ended up being like something like that, and I was like, "What the?"
Well, so the Colbert.
I need to ask somebody. I was gonna ask this old head I know, but I haven't seen him. I got this old head.
Yeah, I wonder how they got.
You know the Boston old heads. They just I saw Daniel.
Well, I mean, back in the day too, things were really like when you're local. It's like you knew everybody. You really knew everybody when.
Was Undertaker local?
I think for a bit. He moved here after a bit.
It's a small town for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure when she married him either. She might have married him recently. I don't know.
I thought maybe like he was from New York and like how that kind of
how they
came.
met.
But if they're Austin, you're gonna like meet everybody.
Yeah. I don't know how long he's been. I gotta tell you. I want the backstory. If I can get the Undertaker's wife,
Daniel Johnson took her to a
to a show.
Yeah, we can get Sam to get choke slam. Fucking be badass. Fool. Like what happened to your producer?
Sam would be one of those guys to get on the.
He's still in the hospital, man. Undertaker,
you don't want anyone
that motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying?
Paid extra to Tombstone.
What the fuck happened? I don't know. Sam got choke
slam. Let's go back to the
Booth ended up punching Julian. It was fucking wild. Fool. Like it was like.
Let's get back to Tallarico. We went way off track.
Way off track.
So Tallarico, early voting started today.
Yeah.
Or it was yesterday. And
so
that's the most contested of it's Crockett versus him to go. They may not even win the Senate because there's still you got to vote against the senators, a Republican, and this is a hell of a red state. You know, I'm hoping, and my prayers that Tallarico can pull this off. Crockett can pull this off. I don't know either of them.
Vote.
From what I've been hearing, it's honestly very feasible. Like, there's a lot of breakage. I mean, think about it, even just in the Epstein stuff. Like, there's a lot of people that are Republicans, even that just are kind of fed up with this shit.
No, I mean, I don't care what side party you're on with that stuff, and it's like they keep playing sides. It's like, no, everyone just needs to get exposed and
for real.
I don't understand how we cannot like work together against like an actual pedophile.
This is an actual. Everyone needs to get rid of their fucking government political views
like
and be like, get rid of that and be like, you could see through it and like, who is part of this? Actually,
Epstein and them is not even about politics. This is about fucking money.
Yeah.
These dudes ran everything and they had a lot of money. And they blackmailed people. They stole ideas. They did whatever they supported things to help disrupt governments. You know, like they loved the Bitcoin. They loved the 4chan.
There's a part of Epstein's
throwing
interview,
money at everything that make more money for them. You know,
there's a part of Epstein's interview where he's talking about. Like, Steve Bannon kept asking him, like, oh, like, you never thought when you were in jail, like, how did I get here? Like, what is this? And he was like, no, dude, I was literally in jail, one phone. Like, I'd have 2 phone calls. So I'd take one phone and call JP Morgan. And on the other phone, I would call the Rothschild that I know. And we were just talking business during the 2008 financial crisis, dude. And I was like,
that's crazy. That's
these
crazy.
guys, dude. It's just all bankers' money.
Yeah, like that British guy was like assistant prime minister or whatever, associate prime minister, and he like
the guy from the Netherlands. He got
all the Brexit stuff, and he just got that Brexit information and sold it to the banks for like $40 million.
Oh yeah, dude.
And he's just
so they knew what to put there, move their stocks.
They're trying to charge him right now for that.
So like what to invest in, what to pull money out of, like because once they're leaving the European Union, certain business that's all they wanted, and that's what he would do, and that's what he did for America too. They haven't released the 9/11 stuff yet, so this is
from Epstein files.
So they released before,
of course.
So 2000 to 2003, I think, is missing. There's the 3 million emails, and a lot of people say I don't think he's involved in actually like planning 9/11, but he definitely
financially.
When it happened, he knew which companies to invest in for the weapons. Which who's going to build the bases?
Yeah,
this is about
like War Dog.
There's literally no army bases there, but they got to go build them in Kuwait, build them in Iraq, and who's going to get those contracts? Who's going to get this? Who's going to get?
Right.
And he knew all that kind of stuff.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
And there's also Saudi Arabia was heavily involved in 9/11, so they got them out of America. I guarantee you, he probably had a hand in doing that, helping them with that.
Well,
so
they think they're
because all he does, that's all he really did. Besides all the sex stuff, was like, I'm gonna do a favor for you, and you do a favor for me, kind of bullshit. You know what I mean?
Of course.
So they were trying to get all Saudi Arabians out of America. He was helping them probably get on private jets and get them on out, and then it's just like, well, blah 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 blah. That's all it was fucking money, man. And there's gonna be a whole bunch of insider bullshit about 9/11 nobody wants to talk about. How they like what really.
Well, we'll see, man.
I mean, I don't think they're gonna release that. That's why they're having trouble releasing the last part of it, because it's all government.
What I think's just the weird part, just put my 2 cents into, is all the people like in Europe that are getting exposed, that they're resigning from their positions, they're getting the titles thing, but nothing's happening here.
Well, I know.
No one's doing anything about
Nothing's going to happen here.
I know. That's how like crazy the government's corrupted and controlled.
Unless there's literally a document that directly exposes Trump, like or something.
I think there is, but they're not releasing.
But even them being mentioned, they have to resign. It goes deeper than that.
Yeah,
so it's just like just a mention of it.
One of the senators went and like saw the unredacted copies.
Yeah.
And he came out and he said 6 names that were redacted.
Yeah.
Like, let's see, this said the names.
I mean, I will say,
and of those names, I believe the guy from Dubai has already resigned.
Yeah.
The guy in the bank, whatever bank, he resigned. Like Wasserman was the other name. He's resigning from the Wasserman Group.
Yeah, I was like, there's people from companies,
which is also kind of
like
weird,
business companies that are getting like stepping down, but it's not really politicians.
But no one's been charged with any crimes. But like Wasserman, I think
I get that.
Live Nation and Wasserman are like the 2 biggest music. They own all the fucking festivals.
Yeah,
all the venues, Ticketmaster, all this shit. So Wasserman, like. Because Chapel Row and Billie Eilish, they're all in Wasserman.
Yeah, I heard about
they're all quitting
off of his label.
Stuff like that.
Yeah. This is why Kanye can't tour in America. That's why he apologized for the Jewish thing. Because Kanye's running out of money. He's not running out of money, but he's like hasn't made it. He's been like in the negative for so long.
Yeah.
And the new record's coming out, so he had to.
Dude, he's a billionaire.
He didn't apologize to that whole bullshit because he means it. But he apologized because he's apologizing to the Wasserman Group and Live Nation to get him back in. Fucking on the Coachella, Bonnaroo.
Julian told me the other day that he's like in he's in Mexico City.
Yeah, so they did a show in Mexico City recently.
He's banned. They're the two biggest.
He did a show in Korea at the end of last year too.
I mean, I think he's going to do some shows in India.
Yeah,
he
Kanye
cannot,
in India, dude?
He cannot play
the merch game, though.
And that's just the reality of America.
True.
But Wasserman's forced to step down, which is also kind of a weird thing because he owns it. So I guess he's going to like sell it all or get replaced as the head of it. I don't really understand how they're. He's trying to save face because everyone's leaving the.
Yeah. I mean, really all they have is connections, and numbers, and ins. But
they own. Because they own all of it, though.
Like, they could do like if there's any if there was like an email that would have a physical evidence to exchange of them going like, yes, I'm gonna make that deal, and then I just made it. Like it's that part of it is probably in person or on the phone. Like they're not dumb.
He's still the head of the Los Angeles 28 Olympic Committee.
Well,
he hasn't resigned. He doesn't want to resign from that, but they're probably going to kick him out at some point. Well, whatever. So all these names get mentioned. A lot of people are already being charged in Norway, Spain, England.
Yeah. I've heard about this.
France is attacking a lot of it too. That chick's kind of crazy. She was
the girl from France.
She worked for Goldman Sachs as a vice president.
Yeah.
And her husband's like a big person at Goldman Sachs or at Chase. I don't even know. They own they're JP Morgan. It's like weird. We're a couple, but we run two of the biggest banks in the world, and they both had to retire or whatever. Mm-hmm. But they're still gonna get. They richer than fuck. You know what I mean? This is.
Buy anybody out.
Do you think what's your conspiracy in the money entrance for them not having the Tallarico interview on Colbert?
Adam,
what do you think is that real the real reason why? They also lied. They also
look. I don't know shit about.
To me, they came out and lied and were like, "We didn't say that he couldn't do it." That's bullshit.
What I heard was that they wanted. The people in power want Tallarico over Crockett because they could work with him.
Well, yeah, because
he's willing to play ball. Mm-hmm. So that's why they did this whole thing.
Oh, we're still on this topic.
It's all
I'm trying to wrap it.
It's all a big.
We did so many tangents.
Act. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know.
Yeah. It's all connected.
You see who owns the guy who's running for state comptroller?
That's the guy with that gasoline guy.
He bought the Epstein's Ranch in New Mexico.
Yeah. So, but the people in New Mexico, the either the senators or the people from the House over there, they already filed a motion to get an investigation on the ranch. Yeah. So now people are like, all right, even if they go there, it's going to be too late. But it's like, there's got to be something there.
They sealed the real estate deal that they had to
because he gave it to him for pennies, dude. He sold it.
So you think that he's covering up a dirty ranch? Or
no, not at all. I think they've already wiped it clean.
Well, yeah, what they say is
sanitize it, UV rays.
What they said about the ranch was that it was the biggest location for his operations. Like most of the darkest parts of his child trafficking operation was, they say, done from the ranch.
It's crazy. They never went to the ranch. I don't understand how nobody.
Well, because it was I think it was because
it's in the files.
It wasn't a part of the. But they had to acquire the files in order to find out, and then probably when they were doing the investigation, they found out, and they were like,
"It's
too late."
They're already cleaned it.
And then their inside contact was like, "Don't worry, we already scrubbed it."
Yeah, exactly. And the New Mexico side, and it's you got to have there's a gate to get through to get to the town that he built.
He built the town around.
Yeah.
There's a town in the first gate, and then where people can live and shop and whatever that work at the ranch. Yeah, he built a town for them, and then there's the next gate gets you through to the actual ranch, and then the third gate gets you to the house.
Right
now,
and there's a helicopter pad, an airstrip. There's
damn,
it's
dude.
not
he said
it's monstrosity.
I forgot this, but that was in the interview with Ben, and he named it as
there's caves.
He named it as his version of the what is the Atomos or the Los Alamos lab that was in New Mexico that the government ran. He was trying to do bioengineering for the kids he was supposed to have.
See, I don't know if this stuff. I don't know about all this.
He said, "I want a race of Epsteins, a race of Jeffreys."
I don't know. It's a crazy ranch where obviously sex parties went down. Yeah. You know, so I'm not saying much more than that. I don't really know about all the crazier theories of Frankensteining and all this weird shit, but obviously they would fly in. They have their own. They have their own fucking private. Nobody. There's no. You can fly girls in from whatever the Ukraine or whatever, and it's whatever. You're out there in this fucking mansion, partying. You know what I mean? It's like a thing. Drugs, people working. There's a whole staff. There's a
but you see some pictures of it now, and it's like, why would you even take pictures of it?
Yeah.
Like with like I saw one with like Trump and Epstein, and there's a bunch of little kids on a bed.
Oh,
and
yeah,
it's like they look like younger than 13, and they look like really young. But it's like, why would you like pick? Why would you even
take that
have
photo?
That photo?
That's the one thing about Epstein that I kind of don't understand, but I do think it's crazy about him. He took a shit ton of photos, videos. Like they haven't released any of the videos. Like they're supposedly. It's funny because like the FBI guy's like, well, I can't release a lot of it because of child pornography and death. I'm like, what?
Yeah, they're like, well, if you have,
he has all these crazy. Like the Dubai guy was like, I said,
I loved your torture
to you.
video.
Oh, I love that torture video. Just like, thank you for sending it to me. I don't know. These dudes are crazy, right? Like, I won't get too deep in the evil of it all.
We live in such a crazy time right now where it can be crisscrossed with AI and no one knows what's real.
Yeah.
And so that's what they're going to say. Everything's a hoax. Everything's fake. It's AI.
But this is the one thing about Epstein that was evil is that his whole thing is like basically like blackmailing or extortion kind of thing.
Yeah.
So he took 1,000 million pictures of everybody involved.
Okay. I'm going to drop this photo if you don't make this deal with me.
Every phone call, every text message, he kept it all. He kept everything for
you can come play with little girls on my island, but I'm going to blackmail you later, so you're under my command.
I mean, there's emails of him talking about he's like, oh, this specific girl, and like, their names redacted. Yeah, like that. And he's like, I'm going to send her to you. Thing, right? She's from Russia.
When he sent it to Russia to Putin, Putin was like, all right, because he would give him whatever, I don't know. No, and he sent it to Israel too. He was sending it, and this is what he was just. What's all he this manipulation of government. What's going on in Israel? This is what I got from my guy there. Because he had that one pedophile that was like the ambassador to America in the high up, and he's still involved. He's still there, and he's in the. He actually got caught at a hotel in America. They flew him out to Israel. And this guy's like real fucking creepy, and he still works. Nothing's happened to him. He's still there in Israel, just doing whatever the fuck he does. They just
that's their home base,
like
dude.
It's anti-Semitism. You can't.
Of course, nothing would happen.
But this
to
dude's
him there.
insane, right? And he's been a pedophile for a long time, and he's like, and he's been giving secrets to Epstein this whole time.
Yeah.
And that's how they make money, though. They make a lot of money selling a lot of this bullshit off. It's all about really. It's not even about politics. This is about money.
Well, I mean, that's like when you say money, it's like hard to comprehend what that even means to anything. It's just money.
Well, that dude Wexner that owned Victoria's Secret gave him like over $100 million or some shit.
But that's probably nothing to all these guys.
That's what I'm talking about. This is insane money that I don't understand. And that dude owned like Victoria's Secret, Abercrombie and Fitch, all this crazy shit. You know what I mean? And they these guys like own like modeling agencies to get these girls. That's how that's all. It's part of the trick, You meet 15-year-old girls, 14-year-old. You guys are beautiful. You will be models. Like I own my own agency.
Trump with his whole pageants.
And actually, they do own an agency. They do have real models doing Vogue covers and stuff like that from their agency. So it all kind of looks like this is legit. These guys are like. He's a financier or whatever the fuck he is,
Well, the music industry is like that too.
Yeah. Well, that's sometimes
like grooming the
this whole Wasserman dude is the part of it. He's like I said, that music group is a music management. He got in trouble. I guess he was, I don't know, man, like trying to bang everybody at the office, and they called him.
You got any last notes for the Tallarico topic?
Tallarico's a good guy. That's it.
All right. Well, after that too, did he already mention how much in donations he got after the thing?
2.5 million.
I thought for a second I thought it was like what 25 million.
He doesn't take big money, so it's all like small donations.
Yeah, I got some Austin topics here. Okay. We'll run through a few. Okay. Mainer man accused of firing stolen rifle at tow truck while being repossessed.
Might read that again.
So there was a guy in Mainer who's getting his truck repossessed, and he had a stolen rifle. So he shot at the repossession guy while he was driving away. So they're looking for him now.
Oh, he's on the run.
Yeah, and I was like, man, we had a repo driver on the show before named Emilio Estevez. I was like, wow, I'm about to blank on his name.
Look, man,
you guys had a repo guy on this show?
Nah, it was me. I used to repo.
Oh, no way.
I feel like we've revealed that on the show before.
Oh, man,
but like, yeah, one of our earliest episodes was a repo episode.
That's the lowest of the low, man. Repo, man.
Man, I was like, all right, so the repo man's low, but the guy that's shooting at him, he's a stolen rifle. He's a low life too.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I'm not saying this.
How good were you at repoing? Like,
dude, I got him. I wasn't the dude who picked up the cars. I flagged him, so I would follow people. And shit.
So
like, I was real good.
Like they're like the cars grabbable right now.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was at the time, so I got the job because of COVID. I lost my, AV. I normally do AV. I lost my job in.
I mean, it sounds kind of fun. It's horrible.
And my homie did it. He was like, "Yeah, man, I just drive around and I just like smoke weed and shit." So I was like, "I can drive around and smoke weed."
So then, so he's a repo man. He's our friend, and we can't take him nowhere because it's like, what's your friend do for a living? Nothing.
Well, at the time,
he's like,
I've retired the repo.
He's a
life.
repo man.
Oh, how long did you do that?
I did it at 2 different times for 6 months each time. So
and you were always the scope out kind of guy.
I was always this driver, dude.
That's the less dangerous part.
I think one night I found like 12 cars, dude. It was amazing.
And you get commission on that?
Oh, man. At one time they were like, "Yo, if you find this Audi, we'll give you an extra $100." I was like,
children crying, like little children crying. Can't go to the grocery store. The groceries are still in the back of the truck.
I think this is the story I said. There was this one dude who he lived central South Austin, over kind of off South First, and he had a Honda Ridgeline. And the first time I got his car, it was in the driveway, and he had to pull all his tools out. I was like, "Look, you can pull your tools out. We won't just snag your car." But this was like 3 a.m. So he was like, "Man, my dad passed away. He didn't transfer it over in my name. This sucks." But then I repoed that same car, over the next 2 months 4 times, dude.
Oh, shit.
So they pay to get it back? And
he paid to get it back, and he was like, "Man, my dad should have paid it off, or he should have transferred it." I'm like, "I'm sorry, dude, but get it figured out." All right, anyway, next topic.
I'm sorry that I broke up this household. I'm not sure how y'all gonna get to work tomorrow, but here you go.
He's like, "Man, I'm a construction worker. How am I gonna get to the job?"
I can only afford this one bullet to shoot at you, repo man. I wish I
was in dire straits.
If I had more money, I would have definitely killed you or something.
All right, next topic.
Police.
You got a topic?
I got one, yeah.
One more.
So the Austin Food Forest, right there.
Oh, yeah.
Lake,
Food forest.
So it's like a community garden, or not a community garden, but
it's right next to the community garden. It's like it's basically what it says is a food forest. They're growing, and it's like they started it a couple years ago. They said that I-35's expansion wouldn't fuck with them,
which they said that they got at first, before they even had these hearings that were a change recently. They said that on the onset of a year ago, that they had confirmation from city council that their shit was safe. We're not going to destroy.
You're out of the
where's
work
the
zone.
food garden?
It's right off of I-35 by Cesar Chavez.
Oh, by the what do they call that area? That
Waller, area, and it's
they call that Festival Beach over there.
Yeah,
right there.
Well, that's a little. Festival Beach is a little bit
further down,
2 blocks down.
Oh, okay.
It's right here.
I kind of know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there's that old RFK
it's on
tower.
The west side.
What? I was like, RFK? We got RFK statue?
Yeah, right.
Or the east side, west side.
Makes sense, right by the food forest.
East side. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Right there. It's a community garden, and right next to it's a little walking path.
Yeah.
And they started building trees and stuff, and then they put bushes in. Now they gotta look.
That's kind of
they're
far
growing food
off
and stuff.
from 35. Though.
Yeah. But they said that they're no, we're gonna tear it down.
So what's happening is, I guess drainage.
Oh yeah. So just like the tunnel they had to build, they built this massive tunnel.
I want to see what the tunnels look like.
I know.
That's crazy as hell, right? They're monsters. They had
they got big ass machines from Europe to do it.
Yeah, the Ocean's 12 thing.
Yeah.
Talking about the Ocean.
That's just wild, dude.
I'm like, oh shit, we're gonna rob a casino and build 35. Fuck it, let's do it.
Damn,
I was like, I don't know.
2 birds, 1 stone.
So I guess they told them you're cool, and now they're like, oh shit,
really?
we fucked. But they're not. Now they fucked up because now they gotta destroy the whole forest.
Yeah,
to lay this
Are they going to do a city council meeting about that?
I think it's already done. It's already too late.
I wonder if they can just replant everything.
They can. It'll be back to normal, but it just sucks for them because like this is like they're I don't know hippies.
Their spot. How long has it been there for?
There's a couple years.
Oh,
but they just got the they just got the land. They just got the permission. Yeah. They just started doing all these things.
I mean, there's a lot of community gardens by me, and I hope they find a spot. But.
I do feel like I agree. It's not too big of a story, but it's also like it's a classic example of how the city of Austin pretends like we care about certain things. Like we care about, we're gonna house people and we're gonna feed people and we're gonna do all this shit, but we never do anything.
Well, but they spend all their money.
We've had housing. They're the homeless people. Whatever.
I think where we got our studio moving, it's like I asked the landlord about the situation where I saw a bunch of like.
Homeless people.
Yeah, homeless people around, and I was asking him like, are they here at night or whatever? He's like, well, we got this big gate up, but they house them. I think it's like an old hotel that they.
I know
right across.
I mean, they do stuff for them, but like they're
out
and about getting their getting their stuff.
Yeah, man. See, when I had a studio there before, I had a Kia, and it was sitting in the parking lot, and those homeless people broke into it. And I literally came to the studio in the afternoon to these like homeless people sitting in the car trying to Kia it, like Kia boy Kia. We like put a screwdriver into the Kia hole and started. I was like, I yelled at him. I was like, grabbed like a 2x4. I was like, get the fuck out of my car.
Damn,
it was fucked up though. Poor Kia boys.
Next topic.
All right, I'm pretty much.
You got that's it. Okay.
Well, I do have.
Good. You do your last one. I'll do two. They're like not. They're bad news. They're bad stories. Sad stories.
Have y'all been watching the Olympics?
No,
I watched bobsledding yesterday.
Oh yeah,
I went to Lavaca Street.
I want to say
it was like
violence.
I don't know how many bobsleds there were, but Germany won all 3.
Oh shit!
Medals. But I saw like I don't know if this was it, but it was like Romania, USA,
Jamaica,
no, and some other thing. But then Germany had like 3 bobsleds, and they just kept going faster and faster and faster at the end of the round or whatever. They just won everything. But I didn't see other countries have multiple bobsleds besides them. So
they deserve it. They're the bobsled kings.
Yeah.
I heard that on like the second day or the first day, they ran out of like 40,000 or 10,000 condoms. They're like, we ran out of the supply we had in town because every single time
they're in Italy, right?
Every Olympics that happens, like Winter or Summer Olympics. Whenever those athletes get together, they fucking drain the town of all their condoms because they're just it's like a fuck fest. They're like, we're all the most beautiful, most athletic people in the world. Like,
why are you hating on the Olympics, bro?
No, that's not a hating thing. I just thought it was funny.
Why are you hating on free love in the village?
Hey. No, actually, hold up. There was one of those dudes, one of the Olympians, he had to come out after his match and he was like, look, I won bronze, but I gotta say, sorry on a public stage because I cheated on my girl here. Oh, wow. And he was like, I feel really bad for it. So like, it's not all good and like, free love.
Bobsledding.
But I mean, I support it. I'm not against it. It's just I thought it was funny because it's like, of course these guys.
I've heard some weird story, but that makes sense. Some girl dumped her boyfriend to go have
to the
fun
Olympics?
with her Olympic friends and go mess around. And I was like, I didn't really think anything of it, but what you're talking about, okay, I guess it's true.
Yeah.
Look,
they get it.
Those rings have a lot of symbolism.
Oh yeah, that's like they drained all the Olympic colored condom rings.
Sex. I'm gonna explain the rings to you. This has been the most violent Olympics I've ever seen in my fucking life.
What, people like beating each other up?
I've been watching the Winter Olympics since Lake Tahoe in '82.
Oh wow,
Lake Placid '82. My bad.
How old were you then?
Don't you worry. Sarajevo '91. Fucking. Whatever, the one in Japan in '98, I seen them all.
Tokyo.
Nah, not Tokyo. Tokyo is Summer Olympics.
So what violence are you talking about? I haven't been watching it.
Fucking violence. First of all, the most violent thing is so like the mountains, the snow is kind of like it's been a hot, this global warming. Like because they're skiing so much on the fucking mountains, there's like a weird like melting going on and like icing because of it. Huh. the amount of wrecks, I've never seen this many fucking wrecks in my life.
Damn.
Like, dude.
Anybody just like ragdoll tumbling?
They were just like literally just breaking arms, like dying.
See a guy like running to like one of the sides.
Prone. Yes, the slalom is like flying into the woods.
They're not like fighting each other.
Actual wolves chasing the body. Like, no.
Whoa, what?
It was insane. I've never seen anything like
a wolf coming out of the
speed skating. Dude. Man, the speed skating, if it's a short track and they're speed skating, you're gonna die. You will die. It's like they're just like pushing. Everyone's in the wall. Everyone's like
it's like a roller derby.
Blades of steel.
There was a guy.
They caught the curlers cheating from Canada.
Oh, dude, no, I saw that. I saw that.
I just saw the finger on there, and I was like, "Oh, that's
like,
cheating."
He was like, "If you want to call me out, talk to the ref."
25 years I've been curling.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've never cheated. And then like
he was like, my stance was perfect.
And he like just like touched it like this. Now he's cheating.
And they're always like in that weird like
maybe
you know,
he just like
lunge
let it
pose.
go, and his finger like he couldn't like slow down. You know,
I feel like that fool was
like he accidentally touched it because he's like going
nasty
with it.
Fool. Don't touch that damn granite. Oh my God! It's been. I'm not even kidding.
How much longer are the
hockey,
games?
Oh man, they knocked Sidney Crosby out of the goddamn Olympics. He's fucking.
Oh what?
They sent him home. He's like,
what? Because he beat somebody up or
no concussions, fool. They beat him up. They slammed him against the wall.
Yeah, I saw clips of hockey yesterday, and it was like more violent than like the NHL.
Everybody,
like a real ass hockey game. They're like,
no,
it's like the double A hockey team.
I'm like drug test them. I'm talking about violence. The most snowboarders are dying. I saw one like he like lost a leg and the shark bit him. It was fucking.
They amputated a snowboarder because he like.
You, this is the most violent Olympics in the last fucking 300 years of the Olympics. We're talking.
I love a good sports injury, but like as long as it's
Olympics,
not actually
which is
deadly.
like you imagine like this is like the pussy Olympics because it's like
no way, dude.
No man,
snowboarding is
you ever
fucking...
ice skate on a lake? It's not. It's not very easy.
Well, see, they have speaking of ice skating, they have that one ice skating event where like you're on that like. I don't know if it's like 30 or 15 degree like incline around the rink, so you get enough G-force that you're like basically.
Oh, so it's like a velodrome or whatever.
Yeah. And like I was watching somebody film it.
That's the non-violent speed skating.
No, but they say if you mess up in then you're like getting a ice skate to the neck and you're just gonna bleed out into that thing. But
that's how we do it.
You punch somebody, like elbow them next to you.
It was badass. I was watching the speed skaters and like they've been a wreck every heat had a wreck. First one, homeboy hit him in the hip. Fucking threw him he went to the moon. I was like, he's dead.
Right.
And then the next one, homeboy grabbed him by the ankle and kind of pulled it back, and they all. I was like,
they're just doing like a tiny.
There's a priest right there. There's a medics. I was like, man, fucking in a priest-driven ambulance, fool. I was like, this could
What's your favorite Winter Olympic event then?
Man, I'm old-fashioned. I'm curling for life, dude.
What?
I'm like,
dude, get out of here.
I'm all about my favorite curler.
You're watching a 6-hour curling event?
Stephanie Constantini from Italy.
Oh my gosh, okay, maybe he actually does like him. He knows the name.
Oh man. And those fucking Canadians, man, they keep cheating.
What about you, Adam? What's your fave? Winter Olympic event. You don't even watch
I don't watch
That's why he's been quiet this entire segment. He's just like, I don't fuck with the Olympics.
If you love violence, you should watch the Olympics. It is unbelievable.
I'll go bobsled.
Dude, bobsled has been horrible this year.
Well, I bet, but
because the track's kind of weird.
When those Jamaicans are doing it,
I think it's always weird. It's always
when the Jamaican bobsled,
they're like
Cool Runnings is a great movie.
They look like they're in pain.
Yeah, that's when they hit a wall.
Homeboy had a gold medal. This is him going to the bobsled. He was like,
well, because he's sitting down.
He was like. And then like the 2-man luge when you lay down on top of your homeboy.
All those G-forces going straight to the lower back, giving you sciatic problems.
Dude, it was legit. Homeboy got out of the bobsled. They're like, "You won gold. You have the Olympic record." He was just like,
"You got a favorite Olympic event?"
Can I hit my vape first? Full shit, man. Like he was emotional.
You got a favorite Winter Olympic event?
Bobsled's cool. I don't really know many of them. We watched one yesterday. It was like skiing with the gun.
Whoa, what?
Were
you skiing and shooting? Okay, I changed mine. That one's the most badass.
So first of all, this is kind of like this is like a privileged sport.
I'm trying to figure out. We're trying to figure out how that even came into like a sport. Where that came from. My brother said maybe it's like a Swedish thing when they beat the Nazis or something. They were like skiing with a gun. I don't know.
I got my own theoretical. You ready?
That'd be badass.
What is
so my theoretical is So back in the old days, like the wolves be starving in the deep forest. Like this is like 100 million cold, and they would eat a child.
Oh.
So you had to like get your like because this is like not about like skiing down a hill. You're just like you're cross country skiing.
Yeah, you're going uphill, turns.
So you would send like 2 or 3 dudes out into the forest with a gun, and they had to like go out there and kill this wolf so it stopped eating children.
Damn.
This is like a thing, Black Forest lifestyle. You know what I'm talking about?
But this is what they attribute it to.
So you like
now?
you'd be out there like just going 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers, and you had to like
hunting that wolf.
And if you miss that shot,
you
can't. You know what I'm talking about? You cannot miss that shot because then the wolf's either gonna A, kill you, or B, you gotta like go another 5 kilometers because that motherfucker's gonna run off. You know?
Yeah,
like,
I'm sure skiing.
Bolt action back then too. There's none of this fancy guns. You know?
I mean,
but did they use real guns in it?
That's my theory.
Or did they use like air guns or like whatever?
I think they gotta be air guns in the Olympics.
Yeah.
But they're
nowadays,
probably like, it's different now. But back in the old, we're talking about 1914.
Yeah, I'm thinking of like Homeboy that got famous for doing like the pistol, the
that's the air pistol. But those,
we love that guy.
I watched some YouTube videos about how powerful these new air pistol technology is, and they go
as
fast as a bullet. Some of
what
them.
the?
Yeah. I mean, they use different types of projectiles, but I'm sure you can.
But then those guns are like really expensive because they're super light. You know what I'm talking about? Those rifles they use in the Olympic events. Like,
oh man!
So you got to go another 10 kilometers, you know, across country.
Man, all right.
You get tired.
Okay.
You get tired. I'm gonna say you get tired.
Last topic.
But it's also like privilege because it's like. Who the fuck got a gun?
Who can afford a gun?
Yeah, and then you get on that team.
And a summer off to like get.
How do you
all the
get on that
Olympics
team?
are like that, pretty much. Unless they're like gymnastics, where you can do it in like high school or whatever.
I'll
like,
tell you right now,
all these
man.
other sports.
Fucking curling ain't for everybody, but it's fucking. For the real.
What's the other version? Shuffleboard. You go to like it's kind of like curling with the big triangle.
Yeah.
It's kind of like shuffleboard, like
Throw
on the
some
table.
Sawdust on the table.
No, this. No, there's you can Florida. They play like the old people play the one with the big triangle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I have seen that one.
It's like a different type of shuffleboard, but it's kind of I mean,
the southern
it's the same kind of
I'm not hating on that shuffleboard.
game is
I'm playing with the sawdust, like.
Yeah. What? How much sawdust you want, or how much salt you want, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. All right. Last topic.
Okay.
Austin police searching for suspects in a Sunday murder at Gus Garcia Recreation Center in North Austin. And I feel like there's been a lot of like shootings. Like there's murder suicide for Valentine's Day.
Crime in the city.
But they say like we're not getting as many homicides right now, and maybe they're just anytime they come up, they're just coming up so often. I'm like, dude, this city's under attack. Like citizens are going crazy, killing each other.
Don't give me them old Austin, man. You know how we do it here. We do that. So his hands are tied behind his back, and they shot him in the back of the head. That's suicide. Wow, that motherfucker killed himself. I don't know how he did that, but he did.
That road rage stuff.
Oh yeah,
freaks
man.
me out because sometimes I'll flick people off, and I'm like, oh man, they might chase me down.
I've seen a couple.
I don't want to get my ass kicked if I fucking throw some shit at you or something, but I don't get shot.
Well, you're a big ass dude. Yeah, you get out of your car and they'll be like, oh, my bad.
I also kind of believe that's why I might get shot. But then again, medical science will probably save me. Cause like if I take a bullet here, like as long as like
Ruben becomes the Austin 50 Cent.
By the time I get to the hospital, they'll be like, we can pull him together. I'll be like, hold my vape, doc. That one on here too, you missed it. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
It's out of control.
Yeah, man. Hopefully tension's cool in Austin a little bit.
There's too many people.
Not with everybody. Traffic. Right
I know.
All the construction.
We're about to have too much to hope for.
It's fine. I'm fine with it.
We're about
I'm
to
not
have
going
the
to shoot
summer of
anybody
summers
right?
coming up soon. We're going to be like 100 degrees from like tomorrow to Tuesday.
Is it? What? No, dude. I was like, what the fuck? Don't say that, dude.
Like 80 degrees.
I know, but don't say
100 degrees ain't 100.
We got 30-degree nights.
But it's February 2nd right now. You know what I'm saying?
It's going to be like 120 for 3 months.
Fucking I'm going to be on fire.
Not looking forward to it.
My fucking arm hair catch on fire because I hate when that happens, fool. Man. Fucking Mexican problems.
I'm
just starting with this, man. Okay.
Yep.
Explain to me the mastering of masters.
Interview time.
The master of masters.
So you're saying
master of cutters.
Y'all are cutting masters.
Yeah. You know how the process is, right? With the lacquer first.
Give us a little lowdown on it.
There's some like kind of like new. It's not really new technology, but people are like perfecting it. A new type of dub cutting or one-offs, like Jamaican sound systems.
Prince Buster.
For
Lee Scratch
King
Perry.
Dubby, King Tubby.
Sorry.
What
right.
they'd cut. Say they cut these one-off dubs so they can DJ exclusive records, and this is happening again in the cumbia. What's happening now? But
they used to like fight each other too, because like if you like had a record that somebody would say they stole from you or whatever.
Right.
Sure.
The old sound system guys in Jamaica, they were like, like you heard their crews would like beef because those I don't know.
Yeah, so I mean,
because there's like this mine.
I picked a good name, I think, because it kind of goes off the Rude Boy, which is kind of hard for me to comprehend what that is in Jamaica. But I was in Mexico, and my girls' nephews are calling me Grosero, Tim Grosero, Tim Grosero. And I speak some Spanish, but I don't know what that was. It's like, oh, it means like you're rude and this. And I was like, that's going to be the name. And I just did the research yesterday to make sure like I was on point, shouldn't change the name because we're going to start expanding.
It's kind of like
and they did the same thing.
It's kind of like a Mexican thing too. Like you're either Rancho or you're from the city. That's what the whole Rude Boy. Rude Boys are all from the city, and like all the dreads are all, you know what I mean, the Rasta dudes are from the country.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, like if you live in the city, that's why it's like all skinhead, Rude Boy.
Yeah, like almost like punk.
They're the black dudes that were like, but it was like we're from Trent, whatever that city is called. You know what I mean? And like all the like Bob and all them, they're all from the fucking the wild.
The country.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they were like, that's what all the Rastafarians, like all the Salazi stuff.
Gotcha. I was just kind of keep it to the
point.
Like
because in Mexico, that's how it is too. Like you either Rancho, it's the Rancho, and all that shit goes on.
Rancheros.
Norteño, fucking, you know what I mean? But if you're like from Monterey or from,
you're Fresas.
Yeah. All that, deaf, all that weird ass shit too from that whole thing,
Sure. I've been there enough to see a lot
the deaf is fucking, I love it. Well, it's just hilarious how Mexico's real similar with all that.
That's where you got the name from, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, being down there.
The thing's crazy though too, right?
Yeah, but so they would cut exclusive records. That's how the dub cutting first started. It was like they'd run out of records. They'd find all the good records, or couldn't play their own. But mostly it's because everyone was kind of playing repetitive stuff because they all had good records. Yeah. So they'd start cutting exclusive records, and people would be like, "Yo, what was that?" Kind of stuff. That's like my background on it, and that's kind of happening now with. That's not why I'm doing it, but I'm seeing it in the cumbia world. I'm like some of these DJs, like secret weapons. Because they can like play all these exclusive. The DJ told me this, and that's why they're coming to me to like cut records to be exclusive. I love that. People don't know like what's. So we are
slow it down and stuff, kind of like not like screwed, but you know what I'm talking about.
They'll remix stuff. It's great. It's awesome. And they'll just have the only copy in existence. From us, but so we do cut masters, but they're not on a lacquer. So the technology now is back then it was a lacquer. It probably lasts like 10 plays. I'm saying it could last probably 50, but you'll lose quality with these ones. It's and those were flammable. They're made out of lacquer nitro. Like you could light those discs on fire. So carrying those dub plates around were like they can burn up. That's like blow up. It's like but these are just like. Just as good as vinyl quality. There are vinyl quality records.
It was the old chemicals,
Yeah. So this is just safe. And the technology is enough where these.
Now you can etch the record without being as.
Cut the record and it's gonna last. I've seen a video of this dub cutter in Germany play pressed record from like a plant and then a dub cut that he cut. And they played it 1,000,000 times over and over on a loop. And the ones that. We do the lathe cuts last longer than the ones from the plant.
Wow. I mean, is it so real quick the difference between like a wax vinyl that's pressed from a plant and this is like is there even a big difference? Or is it just PVC?
Like pressing wax is coming from like the 30s where it was like or the 20s when they cut on wax. Okay, like you're singing into like the big horn, and it's cutting on. And their material was wax, and I think in the 50s they started coming out with lacquers. I'm not sure when.
Of course, it wasn't a good needle,
but it literally was like wax back in the day. That's where that term comes from. So you're pressing wax now. You're not. It's not wax. It's like the PVC vinyl or whatever.
Yeah. That's what the old term. It's more durable. It was like when I looked it up, it was like it's PVC's like what they use at the record plants, but then this is what's this plastic called?
It's PETG. It's like what they make water bottles off of. I think this is PETG.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
I mean, it's been like, there's years when even the record industry didn't care about records and vinyl in general. So like there was always like a cheaper. I feel like nowadays you get like all this like 180, all this like heavier record and all this kind of stuff going on. But at the time it was like just, I don't know. It's like everything with physical media. I feel like right now we're in the golden age of physical media.
For sure.
But there's years when it was throwaway, like they were CDs, fuck the records.
The record,
fuck all that.
I think like I forget RCA or something threw their record Lathe in the Ocean as like as like a promo.
Yeah,
of like CDs for a CD commercial. Yeah.
Damn, dude.
And now they're probably like, where that thing?
Yeah, I know. They're like, dude, that's worth like $100,000.
Well, I think of all the physical media they sell nowadays, I think vinyl is like the number one now again. Because nobody, obviously no one really buys physical media. Everyone listens on streaming.
I wanted to look up the number because like I keep hearing, at least in the last like 2 years, like I mean, even for the cassette players, like cassettes and cassette players, they're getting newly manufactured, and then also like people are starting to collect them more. But I don't know if it really.
Old Walkmans are like,
to me, I wouldn't think it would rival vinyl, but like because vinyl's its own thing, you know.
Well, there's a physical
it's the highest
media
quality
kind of happening, but definitely vinyl's still like king right now. Have you pressed any local stuff right now, or you just kind of like?
Yeah, it's all been local pretty much. I think I did a few. Did a guy in UK, like some remix hip hop stuff that he's did. But yeah, mostly everyone's just been local. I think I maybe cut one dub cut for California, but it's been good working with Studio Purple Bee. It's more like I'll get in touch with somebody and I'll do like work for some solo people. But I'll hook up with someone and they'll give me a lot of clients and then it's just been good that way. And it's
I feel like a lot of bands too like to have their own personal merch for sale.
They don't have to wait weeks and months.
To be honest, it's the reality of the new business model. You got to have merch. You know what I mean? You got to have.
Yeah. I mean, like Taylor Swift and Adeline, I think her name is. Adele. Like they sell records. Like it's not
crazy,
like it's just small. It's like
this is it. Bad Bunny just put out that new album of his on the vinyl, and it like sold out at a bunch of record shops.
Of course.
Like it's selling out.
You see the new Sturgill Simpson record?
No, wait, what?
He's not.
Is it Johnny Blue Skies?
Yeah,
now? Okay.
But he's not releasing it on any streaming.
Only on physical?
It's a physical copy only.
That's dope.
You only buy the CD, record, or the cassette.
Yeah, that's why I fuck with Sturgill.
I've thought about stuff
no
like
streaming for this one record.
That's badass.
That's actually, I kind of like it too because it's like obviously
you have to buy it.
People are already
they're like, I'm buying a ticket to the show now.
And then it's also kind of like setting a little bit of a buzz because like, oh shit, this is the record. You don't
only
no one can have it. Yeah,
I'm sure it'll get online somehow, but it's not going to be like getting that copy. Yeah, it's going to be like.
And that's one of those videos of like a guy just playing the record, like, you know what I mean? Which I guess that's like because you'd be like, oh, okay, that's good.
I guess that's like one of the big appeals is like the exclusivity ability of like getting your record custom cut. It's like you can have we only have 10 or like we only have. I mean, Purple Bee they do like you could buy the vinyl that you cut at.
Dude, I love that
studio.
That's what the record collectors like. They go for that shit. If you only have like this is one of 150, or we only pressed 100, and we're gonna sell them until we're out. I love all those gimmicks that the old punk bands would do. You know what I mean? Like it was like, shit, what are we gonna do? Like, have you heard that? I've never heard it. Like, oh fuck, that's crazy.
Yeah, like come by, drink some beer, and put on some records, or DJ them, and it's like no one's heard it. I think that's great.
It's definitely there's definitely a market for this. It's already a market for this. I feel.
I like the records too because with Sturgill Simpsons, no one's gonna be like flipping through the hit. Like to the hits. Like they're gonna listen to this
play the whole thing.
Album and it's the whole concept of the album rather than just be like, I just want to hear that one song that's on the radio.
Yeah, man.
It's the Johnny Blue Skies. Obviously, it is. I forgot the name of the record because it just dropped. Like it didn't drop. I mean, because it's a physical copy only. It's like
I'm always like a full album.
It's very interesting to me. I think it's like a really great gimmick that he's pulling here. No streaming.
I mean, it's the best way to listen to a record, in my opinion. Like, you know, just go ahead and play it. Like, even when I get CDs, like, I'll get CDs and then, you know, like, even my buddy Cameron, he was like, man, yeah, now I love that I could just, like, start collecting CDs again. I'm, like, getting a bunch because when my girl's with me in my car, there's no radio, there's no aux. I just put the CD in, like, we're listening to the CD, we're listening to this album.
Yeah, it's like a cassette. It's like a cassette, you know.
I love it too. I'm all about I don't know, man. Just
the playthrough, you know.
Yeah.
Like appreciating a whole act. I did a tour with the band back like 12, 13 years ago, but we just had like a few cassettes, but I listened to like the Cream. I forget what Desiree Gears or something it's called. Dude, I listened to that cassette like 100 times across the country. Never got old. You just listen to it front and back. About it. It's great. I mean, I love just the whole album concept instead of just the hits.
Yeah, I do like a lot of what you're talking about. I like records. I like exclusive records. I like records that you can't just find around anywhere, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is great, you know. Purple Bee obviously has already been you've been working with them.
Mm-hmm. How long have you been doing it?
Yeah.
Well, I've thought about doing it when I was living in Chicago. I was playing in like, you know, DIY bands. Would be, you know.
What was your band?
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, you're like,
skip.
It's no name.
It's all right. But no, it'd be
We're
like
getting the band back together.
They're listening.
No, we ended up like almost killing each other. And I don't even want to talk about
A
it.
tale as old as
old size. That's what bands
no.
You love and hate.
But there was just like a market for. I mean, I was kind of like I found like some of the coolest underground DIY spots. In Chicago, which is like they're not like punk bands, but they can considered punk bands. It's like rock and roll, but just like local
garage.
Yeah, garagey. They consider punk,
maybe kind of like early, like oh man.
Oh, there's a band now that you can if you listen. It's called DEHD Dead.
Yeah,
they're like a big band from Chicago now, but that music was like in the underground scene like 13 years ago, and that was like the sound of everything.
Actually, when I saw them at Scoot In.
Like
1990.
No, they're new band.
But anyways, that was a scene, and we'd just be like, someone had a keg in a house, and that was like it. And like, they're like no one was selling merch, but like the cool people had like the vinyls, but they, you know, they're the ones that had the money behind them or something.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I was in the band, and like we weren't selling any, you know, CDs to anybody, and it was like everyone just wants the record. No one wants any other thing, and you can't sell anything. So I just literally just typed in DIY vinyl, and I was like, because everything in Chicago was DIY, like make your own shirts, everything. So I literally just typed in DIY vinyl and saw that, like
videos of like cutting machines.
Yeah, but like cutting machines.
The greatest indie rock labels are all of Chicago at one point. You know what I mean? Like they were all like self-started, Wax Tracks and Touch and Go and Drag City and all that kind of shit. You know what I mean? It was like. That's the whole mentality of Chicago.
Yeah, it's totally like that, and
like no majors kind of stuff. At the time, things are different nowadays because of the streaming and the money and all that kind of stuff.
What was I going with this?
Like when you were in Chicago, you were thinking, like, kind of looking it up.
Yeah, well, you just typed it. Oh, what I was talking about was like I didn't know you can just. This was a thing, like you learning about like the Rude Boys, but there was like these cutters. And like they had these World War II like suitcase cutters, so there'd be like a freaking guy probably on the battlefield like, cutting a record, and there'd be like a messenger with like secret messages.
Yeah, let me put the hits on here for you. Boom. Yeah. It's like, oh, my buddy's.
I think it's a spy message. Oh, this is a cumbia.
But the real message is in the cumbia.
Yeah. Like that's how they get you.
So I found one in Wisconsin, like Luck had it, like an hour away,
ones?
And it was like $100, and my brother drove me up there and came back down and started just messing with it and figuring it out, and then tried to build like a higher quality one, and then I moved here. I got sick of Chicago. You know, it sucks that I did, but I did. And cold, and then just other things. But I moved down here and
changed some with it.
Yeah, just never. I never really had any money to like invest in something more than that one.
Yeah.
Because that was pretty obsolete, but I kind of got the workings of how it actually works.
Yeah.
And then
put the plans together for it.
Yeah, and then I finally got like a good, pretty decent job. Like I don't know, 6 years ago at a laser engraving shop. Mm-hmm. and was finally able to work full time and make enough money to like go in with somebody. I found one on eBay that was like from the 30s, but it was like well, I mean that's before World War II, but it was like an actual one to cut
machine. Like
it was actual to cut like music or whatever. It was just a higher quality one.
Gotcha.
Had a magnetic head instead of like a piezo. But I know that's kind of hard to explain. But so like a piezo would be like
is the one used now computerized or
I mean
all analog.
Well, I definitely want before you say like explain it. I want to explain like when I saw. Like you showed me, you invited me to go and see how they're cut, and I saw the machine, and I was like, I realized that you built it. I was like, dude, holy fuck, this is crazy. I didn't even know that. Like I've seen like more manufactured versions of them that people like sell. Like you've told me about those, but yeah, I thought it was crazy that you built it yourself. I
mean, there's not many moving parts to it. It's the screw that like kind of moves the head inwards towards the center of the record.
Yeah.
There's the lever where the head goes up and down.
Yeah.
And that's kind of pretty much it. And then there's other weight mechanics, but other than that, it's just spinning turntable and those three mechanisms that you all kind of got to line up to like,
So you just basically retro made this.
He DIY'd it.
Yeah, but I mean, I've learned like I know it sounds probably crazy to y'all for me, but it's not. It's not very. Once you understand like the concepts of it, it's not a very complicated.
And you've told me about how like awesome you. I mean, obviously, I feel like the initial machine you built probably wasn't like as good as the ones you have now.
Oh no, it was like out of wood and like I think someone took a photo of it and I really didn't want to take a photo of it because it sounded all right.
Don't let that get out.
And some guy came over and I was like, dude, no, I mean it's just like a prototype thing, but it sounds all right. I'm making some money with it. You like the quality. I don't want anyone seeing a photo of it.
Yeah. You're like someone's like, could you show me how you're cutting? And you're like, nah.
I'm like, nah, you like it? All right.
Yeah, I'll just send you the record. Tell me how you like it.
Being done, but is this sometimes it's like, just like I don't know. I don't want to say.
I guess the component that was like mystifying.
Go ahead.
The component that was mystifying to me was like how you're getting the audio from the laptop, like running, or just wherever you're sourcing the audio from, running into it, and then like putting those vibrations onto the record. I still don't really understand.
Well, it's just like
it's like magic. As I'm trying to
say. It's not very complicated. So say before a computer, because computers mess everybody up in that. Say you had a reel-to-reel. Okay. It has an amplifier out of the music. It goes through an equalizer. And then it goes into it would go into an amplifier to amplify the cutting head.
Okay.
So it's basically just from the reel-to-reel to an amplifier to the cutting head. So you're just making the cutting head have sound that cuts the record. The
actual it magnetizes to the tape. I mean, in that sense.
Well, the tape we can be a cassette, it can be a CD, but from a computer like an MP3 file, it's just being fed into an amplifier into the head.
Oh, okay.
It's like
that makes sense now. I guess like because it's a vinyl, it feels a little bit different or something. Because I mean, I've boy Ben Buck over here, we've had him on the show, but I used to help him do the cassette duplication, and like when you're starting out on that, I got one of the Sony Master duplicator machines, and I was like just learning about it. I was like, oh, okay, this kind of makes sense. I've known how the reel-to-reels work and stuff, but it's just a cassette on the tape, and I know how that is just magnetizing the sound waves onto it. But with the vinyl, I was like, how is it knowing when to cut it? That was my thing.
Yeah, that's I guess some modern solutions for modern problems. I don't even know, man. It's kind of crazy in a way.
Yeah, so it was just I saw a niche or a need for it in Chicago, and I really wanted to work with all these bands, and I did. But the machine I was building just wasn't.
Was that
I didn't have the money. I had like a shitty,
now you have a
shitty turntable and work on my turntable. Yeah. And then I'd go be all happy, go to the show and give it to these bands I like, and they'd be like, dude, doesn't play on mine. I'm like, fuck.
Dang.
Yeah, so that's how you do anything, right?
Yeah,
you gotta start somewhere.
You gotta break some eggs, you know that, man.
I mean, you said even with the regular guys dub cutting them, there's sometimes when it lasts that long on plays, the 50 plays or 100 plays or something. So I could see where yeah, now that you got the better machine, you're cutting like more quality stuff. Sounds a little bit more quality. When you give it to people, they could actually hear the record.
Yeah, I mean,
are you? What do you have coming up right now? Any projects, or are you working with anything?
Yeah, we're moving the studio. Well, yeah, big plans to expand. We got a spot now to get the machines out of my house, which is a big thing.
Yeah,
because you guys have them in the back.
Have your own space.
Yeah, just being able to get them out of the house could be good, and kind of have some breathing room, not be able to think about business when I'm going to bed. I might, but like the machines aren't there. Where I'm just like,
you could turn that room back into a record.
I think
studio.
they're pretty tuned up now. Where there's not. I got them to be where I can make more machines, and so we're gonna do that and get a spot and kind of have ways for people to release music without having to pay $1,000 to have records, and we're thinking of ways where people can like literally have no money down and just sell records off their Bandcamp, and we'll cut them on an on-demand basis.
Okay, yeah.
So so there's some record labels that have contacted me about like small record labels that probably don't have any vinyls, or maybe they do one release, and they want to do more.
Like if a band's got a tour coming up, they kind of press like 50 just or take them, whatever they're doing, a little Texas tour or something.
But I know they want to do a lot more because they're asking me about this stuff, and like but they can just have like their label.bandcamp.com and have releases on there, and then people can buy off there, and then
press them to order.
Yeah, so like maybe on a Friday they give me a spreadsheet of like what needs to be done for next week, and to get like lots of those people together just to keep the place busy and people happy and releasing stuff.
Yeah, of course.
And also, if anyone does want a larger run, we can do that.
Just kind of get moving. Yeah,
but I think like helping the smaller person out is like what we're kind of doing.
And I know that this town is. Everybody you meet's in a band. Like everybody's like a million bands. There's like every time I talk to people, it's like even people I don't even realize are in a band are in a band.
Yeah, sure.
DJing or
I play cowbell in this band.
But I think people need to know the quality of the stuff that we're doing with the Grosero Records, because lathe cuts get a bad rap when people do them bad. And I used to do them like a mid quality, and I kind of told people that. But these ones are like it's like a press record. It's like, you can DJ with them.
Master the craft.
Yeah, and you can scratch them. Like, I want people to know that this is just like a press record. Coming through us, specifically Grosero Records, like, we have the quality, like, under control. Where it's not like, you're going to be like, is this one of those bad lathe cuts that don't play?
I know,
or, like, skip a lot. And it's like, it's like, we're not trying to just have like a useless art piece, We're trying to have like people like
y'all are
listen to it.
You're looking at a consistent market and a consistent project. Just to get out there and everyone will be like, look.
Well, they get
we're known for this, but we are going to be known for this.
Right. It's like there's like a million hamburgers, right? But you just want McDonald's all the time, right?
Yeah, right.
I do like double.
And I had that this morning.
I hear that. Yeah. And are you? Do you do every Purple Bee concert?
No, I don't really know how they put that into play. I don't really talk with them about that. I'm just kind of like, okay, yeah.
They're like, yo, come through and cut some vinyl.
I'll go there and cut the live, and then they'll have orders being placed, and then I'll get that. Mm-hmm. But I don't really go too deep into like their sort of thing with that sort of stuff. Yeah. I'm happy with what I make out of it. So that's kind of
it's a good deal. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And you get your name out there too, working with bands that that are playing the.
Mm-hmm. I try not to. I'm just too humble with this. I mean, I could reach out. I'm like, I'm not a client. I'm not like a poacher.
Yeah,
I do handyman stuff too, and some people are like, "Can I just get like your number?" I'm like, sometimes he doesn't pick up the guy that puts me to work, and I'm like, I don't want to poach anybody, like, I'm going to pay for that later kind of thing. So just kind of just let it happen. But I wanted to kind of release stuff the way I wanted to, like I was told you, with like contacting people. Like finally we get to the point where we have a back stock of blanks and like it's just on demand. I'm happy, like, a couple clients pick me up where they have a bunch of people they want to cut, but eventually want to do my own way of releasing stuff. So.
For sure.
Are you still making music at all?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't played a show in 5 years, but this is the year I'm gonna get back at it, man.
This is your solo stuff, right?
I bought a slide last year, and it's changed my guitar playing like 1,000-fold faster to make songs, dude. So
that's great.
I'm gonna see what's up.
Yeah, keep us informed. We'll bum rush the show or something.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully that'd be another segment. Hopefully,
kicks off for sure. Yeah, yeah. We have a few of our little group of friends here have a couple bands as it is. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Fuck Mooney,
NIX, Tank Division.
Division.
They're all hardcore bands. Well, yeah. So like, I think this is great.
Yeah, I'm really excited that to be a part of it. One, thank you for inviting us to be part of it. But also, it's cool to be able to help people out, get access to the medium, because one, I had very limited knowledge about the cutting or just that method. To me, when I think of vinyls, and especially if I was in a band thinking about getting vinyls made, I'm really oh, it's a whole process. You got to buy a bunch from a plant, and then you got to wait 6 months, and all this stuff.
I've read about stuff like this, but I never really. You know what I'm talking about. You think but then you're oh.
No, well, the saddest thing for me, it was through CDs. It was a band I was in. I was 19 or 20. I went to his record with him in his place, and he had this boxes of CDs. They had to have bought 1,000 and maybe sold
50 or something.
Yeah, and so it was just what are you gonna do with this, dude? In my head, I'm this is kind of sad. They're just sitting in here. You're just looking back at you my failed kind of expedition that I believed in so much. And not that it's that, it's it's too much. And I want to be you don't need to sometimes some of these bands that work with me, they're good. Yeah. But they have sometimes problems selling 30 records. And
it's it is such a hit or miss, weird
market.
There's so much more to it all.
I think the records are great. A lot of these bands working. I'm how do you only sell in 30? And it's you see their live shows, the sound guy doesn't know what they sound like, so you just hear a wall of noise. It's being in a band, a successful thing is it's a whole concept, and I'm trying to bypass all just the garage band playing the bad sound guys don't know what you sound like. I want to have it kind of listen to the stuff that we play and try to mimic that live. And not just be I can hear the bass, I can hear the drums, I can hear the vocals, and then it's just the blasting wall of sound that you can't understand what's going on.
Have some nuance.
I think I'm not sure if I'm right on this, but I think the band Pachinko, they're from England. I guess somebody found their they made music. Nobody went to their shows. They had a bunch of CDs pressed. And they had them at a resale store or something. Somebody found it, and
they
bought them. They didn't buy them all, but they tried to figure out who the band was.
Reverse or So who these guys?
And then they got more people involved, and then they found them, and then that band's actually now touring.
Oh wow!
Great.
They got a little following. People were listening.
Yeah,
this record's great. I don't know who these people are. And then it kind of
I don't.
They got discovered. At some point.
A weird internet story of good.
Yeah,
that happens every.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
Yeah, that's what's up.
But
Final miracle.
I'm not always it's one of those weird things. But yeah, the pressing of the old reggae dudes is hilarious because those dudes are all crazy against each other, trying to steal each other's crowds and stuff. So they would obsessed with nobody could play these records but us, and trying.
No, it was all about having a louder sound system, louder and louder.
They were trying to steal your singer and then make a record for me. And then
it's kind of a small island, It probably gets pretty competitive.
Yeah.
They try to kill each other and stuff. I don't know, it's legendary.
That's it's a city with the hip hop stuff.
Yeah. It's the myth of the whole.
But you have instead of one,
because obviously those guys are kind of like gangsters too. Running the sound systems and all that.
Well, yeah,
the older days.
Part of the business too is going to be working with artists to put out records on the Grosero label too, and I'm excited for that. First project on the label. Austin Culture Club presents a Vaporwave album.
What?
I love it.
I've been putting that together for the last couple months, but that's one project I'm
yes.
I'm excited to at least have, be able to put it on, I'm going to put it on cassettes, but then also have, be able to put out vinyls if people want them there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, who gets vaporwave vinyls, dude? Like, you know, that's a cool thing.
That's a good question there. I ain't gonna lie.
And that's just for us. But the band, working with the band's gonna be the cool part.
That's what I like about cutting records too. For actually like clients that I don't know who they're putting through, or just people coming to me is like, I would never have heard this music unless they came through me.
Yeah.
And like hearing it back and making it sound good, I feel like I'm like part of the process. You know.
Yeah. So you do some like the mastering or like editing of the audio.
Well, I mean, I can kind of, but I usually just kind of try to get it to be the way they gave it to me.
Okay.
Unless they ask for it, but like usually just people are just like, you know,
like
happy it sounds the way it is. Yeah, I can like remaster it, but like I'm not there with it. I'm not like
you're not like trying
sitting
to
in a mastering room, like you know,
that's
trying to make it sound better or whatever.
Word.
Oh my god.
All right.
Thank you so much for being on here today, and thank you for explaining things that I don't really understand, but I love that.
Vinyl cutting.
Yeah, it's also gonna be. It sounds great. I support this for sure. Do
we have anything else coming up? We have a singer on the podcast coming up next week.
Yes.
What was her name?
Eraste.
Eraste. Yes.
And we're also going to have, South by's coming up, and it's going to be a big mess, and I can't wait for all that. It's always a good time.
We'll be doing some unofficial showcases.
Yeah, with the new spot, I think we have, we're just going to have a keg do it Chicago style.
Hell yeah.
I mean, they did it in Austin, but like that was...
We'll get a hot dog cart,
if you don't have a keg and you're trying to sell booze, no one's going to show up. You have a keg, people are going to show up.
Well, they're definitely going to show up in this town for sure.
I think we're going to try to throw a couple unofficial stuff during South by at our new spot.
Yeah, we stopped with DJ homies, so there's going to be some stuff coming.
All right.
Can we smoke in here?
Can we smoke?
Thank you so much.
Sick.
Nice, dude.